district of Lagos. This is the hub. Let us stop this decay right now, and then from here, we go back. Some people did it. They could have also said, hey, I didn't cause this. I didn't start it, so let it continue.
The reason I'm asking this question is
that's what I'm trying to say.
Somebody will say...
If you knew Kudirat Abiola Way before 1991, it used to be Oregu Road. If you knew it, if you knew Lawansi in Itire Road, if you knew Awolowo Way in Ikeja, I mean in Ikoyi, but some people say, hey, let us stop this nonsense. And then from there, you build. And when people see that you're making conscious efforts to revive the fortunes of your state, ideas will flow. No governor does it alone, but you have to have the capacity to sit and understand what people are bringing to you.
The reason I'm asking this question is to ask you if you have any particular grounds against this governor of Abia State, current governor of Abia State, Theodore Orji.
I have grounds against this government. If
his own particular government,
if this government should do what is right, for God's sake, I wouldn't have reason to be here by 7 a.m. What I'm saying is this: I drive around the country. I reside in Lagos, but I maintain a very strong presence in my community. That means that every now and then I am traveling home. Okay?
And you go by road?
I go by road.
And you're not a member of any political party?
I needed to even say that. As at this moment, I don't belong to any political party. Verify that. My challenge is this: that each time I have to go home for any reason, I will change my shock absorbers. I will change my ball joints. I will change stabilizer linkages. But now, if this is happening to a private person who has, some reasonable means of livelihood, I want you to know or imagine what is happening to the poor people who do not have alternatives. So their lives is stagnated, they can't grow, they can't do anything.
Let me ask you this question. A moment here. Sorry, Mark. Osato has just asked a question here. We have so many tweets coming in from Abia State.
That's right.
And, well, it might interest you to know that almost everyone here, over 15 of them, are on the same page with you. I'm yet to see another one. But by the way, we're supposed to have the Abia State government representative. We were supposed to do this last week. We had to move it to Tuesday, which we thought they had agreed to come on. They're not here yet. For Osato, he's asked us to ask you this question, that, well, he saw 7 dialysis machine and clinics on television, that we should ask you, are you saying that those were also fake from your state?
I will tell you something. One Toyota Land Cruiser 2013 is 23 million naira. 23 million naira. And then you preside over a poor state. I'm not just talking to my governor now. I'm talking about governance. So, you preside over a poor state, and you put these things on your convoy, and change them, change your fleet at will. Then, my community is in darkness since amalgamation. My grandfather died in 1987. Wake him up today, he will go around the community recognizing everywhere. So there has not been any change. And you flaunt these things, drive these cars. To take, at the level we are now, about 10 million naira will give a whole community of over 500,000 people electricity. And you're not doing that. And then somehow, dialysis machine. Fine, you have done that. I will not deny him. I have not come here to run him out completely, or anybody. But what I am saying is that there is too little for so much. The confusion here is this: they want to distract us to keep looking at the center. Hey, the federal government. Hey, the federal government. Most of them are knights in churches, super elders, and financiers. They know the story of the talents. The little you have been given, what have you done with it? So, if he has done dialysis center, good luck to him. But that is not all he should have achieved, having spent about 16 years in government.
Now, some people say that his greatest achievement is actually in the area of security.
Very good.
And that Abia State used to be, you know, notorious for kidnapping, which has since been on a decrease in the state.
Very good.
Do you agree with them?
How did kidnapping start?
Does it we also have to go into how it started?
If you want to remind me that Abia used to be a state of kidnappers, then I can also remind you that it is this same Abia that produced women that resisted colonial taxation. But in this state today, all our women do is to tie wrappers with the governor's image and walk about singing songs.
Because you're happy about the development.
So, no, because they're hired. We have seen in this country a high-profile politician going to courts. On the day of his sentencing, people were singing, hoping he would be released. At the end of the day, they went home disappointed. And many of them said, you know, told us how much they were paid to be there. So, hiring crowds doesn't say anything. Without also trying to blow anybody's trumpet. You remember when Governor Shomole said that you don't need a touring team to tell Edo people what the infrastructure or what governance is about. Let Edo people decide themselves. And we used to know what Benin City, all other parts of Edo.
We
today, you may want to lie down and sleep on the road, on Akpova Road in Benin City.
You mentioned road infrastructure.
Because it's a big challenge.
Yes. There's a road, Umule Road. You know Umule Road?
Very well. Abia is my hometown.
It's been fixed, hasn't it?
Has it been fixed? Have you been there? Let me tell you what's going on.
Roads like Fox Road, Brass Road.
Fox Road has been abandoned. Look at what happens. When you see our governor appear on TV commissioning roads, that's why we blame the press. Nobody goes back to see the quality of work done.
So is it a question of quality or that it's not done?
But it's about quality. If the idea,
that it's been done and then it's dilapidated after a while.
Of what you are doing, we are talking about the quality of governance, the quality of life of the people.
No, you don't understand.
The question is, I want you to understand
is it that it's been done, but it's not done qualitatively? I want you to
understand this. If in December you pour laterites, pour coal tar on the road, December, very dry season, and we come home and drive around Christmas, January, February, the rain sets in and washes all that away. Will you say that job has been done?
Well,
what will be the quality of life of the people from February till November?
Allow me to take this very quickly. Samson Orji says, well, these are tissues of lies coming from you. He says Ariaria market, for instance, Ariaria changed infrastructurally last year, and it is also verifiable. That's from Honorable Samson Orji.
Visit. That's why we blame the press. That's why I wasn't particularly pleased with the what's it now? The tour, the Labran Marcus
good governance
tour. You see, these people embark on guided tours. There is nothing stopping the press. Visit Abia. Visit other parts of Abia, because Abia is not about Abia is not about Abia alone. But why some of us are worried is that this is supposed to be the engine room of the state. When this same Abia was created out of Imo, a lot of people felt that Imo was going to collapse because the industry was in Abia. Abia is not a town. Abia is an industry. The area this fellow is talking about, you need to visit A-Line. You need to visit the market itself and the neighboring communities that had sprung up with several homes turned industries in those days.
On the question of security, you didn't quite concede
what I am talking about.
Would you also agree that, you know, there's some measure of security has returned to Abia State?
Let me tell you something about security, because this is a field I play on. It is very easy to claim to have recorded this. And I keep saying, what is the quality of work done? Yes, Abia or the kidnappers have been killed, okay? And those alive ran away. Now, if we want to dwell on that and deal with that, you know, with all manner of civilization and civilized norms, why couldn't we get one or two of these guys? Interrogate, try, get the facts. Let us know why these boys got into this thing in the first place. But we chose to waste them. If I say some of these things, it will look as if one is in support. So I will leave that. But I can tell you that we couldn't have murdered our belligerents the way we wasted these boys without getting information from them. So if we really want to have sustainable security in Abia State, we should have done the right things. But the way it is now, we are living on a time bomb that will still...
Well, I think on that note, well, we're still expecting the representatives of the government of Abia State. Perhaps, well, we'd like to thank you very much for coming on the program this morning. We'll see if our producers have been able to get the man in question who's alleged to have asked for 5 million naira from the government before publishing those pictures that the state have come up to say were actually false and fabricated. His name is Don Norman. Once again, Ubani, many thanks for coming on Sunrise Daily. Well, another moment here, and we will be back shortly. Stay with us.